Another one. Lucky number 11. I did learn some speedrun trick for this for reasons. Reasons? Oh, tech, yeah. Wishing Well just got back to me. The curse is gone. Oh, thanks, Wishing Well. It's gonna be a good day. They're almost under a minute. Oh my goodness. Tucks in the speedrunners. That's so nice of you, Hylian. Birds. Schoolhouse. Classrooms? Sure. That's new. More furnace shenanigans. Herbie. Closing address. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure of serving as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility. And meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spent our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. I first wish to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention in my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she has done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dared not even dream. That dreamer is, of course, the incomparable Mrs. Peterson, our future principal and my reluctant successor, who, I might add, forced me to give this speech, so I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more than I'll admit. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for following in your father's footsteps in building Reddington yet another school, and for also allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is completed in March, a decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears the children running through his halls. Interesting. Oops. Nope, cancel. I'm just trying to make a day 11 folder. How are the geese? I mean, I didn't stick around to like bother them, but they were cute. Better joke to end. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught, and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace, and yet what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and if I am still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbon-cutting ceremony next year. Remember to give Mrs. Peterson her gift. Huh. Oh, nice. There were windows, Mickey. Dig spot. this tiny school's alumni can read the closing statement, then reading comprehension beats most U.S. high schools right now. Oof. Oof. Well, that was cute. Bird! Classrooms. I can't wait to see all the classrooms. So now, I still want to go on the east side, because I still want to try to open the gate. Not that I have to go this way to do that. Ooh, library. I don't have any gems yet, though. Less common floor plans would mean gems. There we go. Let's at least get one. Oh yeah, and we can check out a book. So we've seen the first two. I feel like this one is in the observatory. So let's do this. Oh, pump system. Except we figured out the pumps, kind of. Let's get history of Arindia. The only gem I see here is you, chat. Rotunda. Classroom. Oh no, get out of here with the Chamber of Mirrors. That was a nightmare. Oh, we have seen Rotunda before. I need to add that to my list of things. Oh my gosh, that jump scared me. To my list of things I haven't seen yet. Or that I've seen but haven't drafted. Grade 1. Hooray. Oh. Oh, this is so cute. Can you find the difference? Is there another hamster in here? Do you have another class pet? What's this? Color worksheet. Fill in each object below with its correct color. Each color is only used twice. My favorite color is red. What's all this? Freddy. Red. Everyone loves red. You must really like red. Oh my gosh, gives you flashbacks to Fez. Fez was so good. Oh, this looks fun. Can I draw? Rude. Is this supposed to be a blueprint? I feel like one of these is yellow, one of these is purple, and one of these is orange for these flags. Because each color is used twice. Who got the best grade? Okay, yellow, orange, purple. They got 10 out of 12. They got this one wrong and this one wrong, I think. So I think the mountain looking thing is yellow. The heart looking thing is orange. And the hourglass looking thing is purple. I think, maybe. I don't know. And then these two they swapped. Interesting. Very interesting. And a giant red flag. Maybe one of the items we can get is a box of crayons. I don't see a chess piece in here. I think the thing next to the grapes is a blueprint. I feel like I haven't really been as thorough today. I'm kind of going a little too fast, but I'm having fun. Oh, we're not cursed anymore, right? So I can draft this if that's truly what I want. It's gotten to the point where you don't necessarily have things to do in a lot of rooms. Supposedly, right? Like, unless I'm really focusing on the pumps, the pipes, or the vents or something like that, and I'm thinking things to map, or if I go back to the chess pieces. But until I do that, I feel like I don't have anything to do in a lot of rooms. Now, I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel right now. Those are the vibes. Oh, money. Going fast and going slow are both valid. Going fast gets you, yeah, lets you see more stuff and lets stream feel a little more manageable. Do I see what's in the one to the west before I go north again? Yeah, I kind of want to. Music room. I don't have the gems. All right, I'll grab a couple items. Sure, why not? Right? Yeah. Ooh, what's this? Not lucky for the rabbit. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay. Another closet? Thank you. Giving players a cool mystery and a ton of interesting spaces, but leaving it up to RNG to decide what you can try on a given run seems not ideal. Choices were made, I'm not 100% on board with them, with all of them. You can always revisit stuff to look in more detail in the future, yeah. And I can always watch my VODs. That's the streamer hack, is that I've been watching my video footage to find stuff that I missed. And that's kind of cheating. And I kind of like it. Ampersand. My favorite letter of the alphabet. Ooh. All the children of Reddington love the color red. That just dawned on me. Red Town blueprints. What a strange game. This is not going how I wanted it to go. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, good thing I got all those keys. And has a big heart. Thank you for gifting a sub to Ampers. Appreciate it. Thank you for the gift sub. Welcome, Ampers. Sorry if you're confused. Walk-in closet is not new. I've drawn it one time. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to try to get out of that menu. I'll show you the room directory in a moment. In but a moment. Okay, I guess we're going to the west side of the house again. Walk-in closet. Yep, just drawn it one time. Not even with the lucky rabbit's foot do I draw any items in the spare room. Well, maybe I'll get something cool and I can bring it back here. I can't make anything out of this combination. Sledgehammer plus rabbit's foot. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this on stream. I printed off a couple of the sheets of music. I have all 8. And the song is the same in every single one. And I kept talking about like, oh, I'm so excited to play all the music. Is this a clock piece? Which I am excited to play the music, but it's the same song 8 times in a row, just with different words. So that's not as exciting as I had hoped. Where are the rest of these classrooms? Classroom. Boo. Have we drawn the study yet? I think so. I do have the car keys. But this, like, blocks me off. I can't go any further north. I have to do the funeral parlor if I want to continue forwards. Yeah, the study had the chessboard. That's right. That had some important stuff in it. This would only not... Well, it would still block us off, but we might be able to go outside. But I'm not gonna... Let's not do that. Okay. So I learned my lesson. We gotta play the dang game. There's only gonna be 2 gems. Unless there's something on the floor in here. The blue box contains the gems. This box is the black box. This box is the white box. False. False, so you have to be true. Nestor, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the support. Oh, Duncan's food thingy just opened. He zoomed away. items for sale to bring back to the workshop, although I feel like the items usually cost at least 4 coins. Not a riddle what Duncan is up to. No. Or we could lose 2 steps. I kind of like that best of all, just to get more path options. And squeaky floor. Let's go. Commissary is, oh look, running shoes. It's a store. It's a place where you can buy stuff, either like it's called that on a military base, or I think in prison it's called a commissary. You like spend your allowance on stuff. It's like a government funded store. And I feel like in this case it would be for the staff of the house to purchase items. Oh, maybe there's more squeaks now. I guess another goal I should set is to try to get the rest of the letters on the top row, because I'm still missing that too. I'm guessing this is locked. Courtyard. But I don't have a shovel. Hi Magus, welcome back. I don't care, we're doing it. Key card. Bust it open. I was not raining at my office. It was not raining at home, but it was raining in between. Well? Sometimes that's just how it goes. It really wants us to draw commissary. I have 7 coins now. Or utility closet, but why? It could turn off the key card system, but we haven't had a security thing. I just want to draw a commissary so I can buy a shovel for the dig spots. I love the dig spots. And I kind of want to turn off. I feel like I've never shut off gymnasium power and then seen what it did afterwards. And obviously, utility closet's a dead end. So if we, because it has the thing that says key card system off, but does that mean I can go through that door? Or does that mean it defaults to whatever the setting is in security? Don't answer that. I'm gonna do this. I'm curious. Oh, I guess I could try the purple thing again. I still don't know what that does. Do I remember how to do what I did? How do I get blue again? Hang on, I gotta look at my notes. Ah. Haha. So grateful for this room. Okay. Okay, so we learned something. So maybe now we hope that we go draw security. You know, and I feel like we assumed, and by we I mean I assumed I knew how those worked, but it's nice to finally see it in action, I guess? I don't know. What does this room look like with the power off? Not that exciting. Great. Why is this a room that we care about the power being off? Hey, look. Security. Fascinating. Now, let's quickly go back and check because it should mean there's more doors with keycards, but because the power is cut and it's in unlock mode, they should all just be open or unlocked at least. We can finally figure out how this works. Do I need to make any staff item requests? No, not really. There's a gem somewhere that I missed. Maybe it's in this room because I didn't really look in here yet. No, Magus, I'm good. I don't, I mean, I saw the lights turned off in the gym, but other than that, I'm not really, I don't know. Yep, here's the gem. Bingo! I feel so smart. Ooh, it's all powered down. That's cool looking. New floor plans. It costs a gem, and the new floor plans are probably going to cost additional gems. Oh, I ran out of ad snoozes, so I got to pick quickly and then we'll go on another break. Or just a regular hallway. Or a greater chance of finding items in green rooms. I don't know that I really care about. Have fun, Lexi. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your skate. That sounds awesome. Okay, what new floor plans? What does this even mean? I'm torn between these two options. I kind of feel like I should hold on to my gems. Hold out for that attic, you know? What would you all do? Would you go for the new floor plans or would you save your gems? I'm just curious. It doesn't mean I'm going to do it. I like having a West Wing hall on... Oh, actually, I think you can only draft it on the west side of the house, maybe. I feel like it belongs there. Bye, bye, bye. I would go for the West Wing Hall, but I wouldn't share my reasoning. Interesting. I'm kind of leaning West Wing Hall because why? Why am I hoarding gems? Because it's the same layout as the drawing room. And who's to say we won't still get new floor plans? It says you may draw new floor plans, not you will draw new floor plans. Sharing my reasoning would be spoilers. Are you gonna need gems? You always need gems. I don't know. I will need a gem if we draft an observatory, and it's always nice to have an observatory for, even if it's like just for the end of a run. And I'm kind of holding out hope that I somehow draw the attic. So that's kind of why I'm going with this. That's the only reason. Sorry if that's a dumb reason. Oh, thank you for the Duncan clip. This room is locked. I want to draft this one because I want to know what this letter is, because we don't have this letter yet. Damn it. And we're not going to get that letter because I'm going to draw the conservatory. And green rooms don't usually have letters. But how could I pass this baby up? It's beautiful. Ooh. Look at all the flowers. Dig spot. Dig, 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 dig. Drafting locations. Oh, speaking of. West Wing only. Garage. West Wing Hall. Her Ladyship's Chamber. From south-facing doors. East Wing only. East Wing Hall. Master bedroom. Other special cases. Conservatory. Only draftable in a corner. Bookshop. We've never gotten that. Only draftable from library. Things we have not drafted yet. Root cellar. Bookshop. Rotunda. Locksmith. Attic. I swear there was some other vault treasure room and some like mausoleum or something like that, but I could be wrong. Yeah, and we have drafted the kitchen and the commissary and the dining room and the pantry. Lots of food and shop related rooms. I was just talking about this too, how the West Wing hallway seems to only be draftable on the west wall. Oh no, West Wing. It doesn't say along the western wall. It says somewhere in the West Wing. Okay. Weren't we supposed to get a bunch of classrooms? What is this run? Secret garden. In the conservatory, you will be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Today, you may adjust the rarities of the above floor plans. Nursery, spare room, ballroom. I don't care about any of these. So I guess can I reduce all of them? Commonplace floor plans are often classified by conservationists as the weeds of the drafting pool, for their overabundance prevents other less common rooms from flourishing on the estate. Rare flora and floor plans are seen so seldom and represented in so few numbers that they are considered by many to be endangered. Without serious conservation efforts, many of these rare specimens may never be seen. Unusual is a term reserved for the floor plans that are encountered on occasion, the infrequency of which may contribute to their apparent prestige. Standard rooms are of the garden variety, not common enough to be a nuisance and not rare enough to be elusive. These are all dumb. What a waste. Like, this is fine. I don't care that this one's commonplace. I would make them all rarer because I don't want them, because I want other stuff. This is dumb. Let's make spare rooms unusual so I get other things. Is that dumb? There's not very many rooms with this shape, and they're useful like once in a while, but I'd rather have a hallway or a corridor or a ballroom, I guess. The ballroom's weird. Or an aquarium or a den or security. Like, lots of rooms have a hallway that goes straight through. But I think it's a little silly to make it rare because, you know, once in a while you just kind of want a blank room. Right? I don't know. I don't care. Oh, I can do all three though. Interesting. I don't really care about this room. Now, if I was still trying to get the sheet music, I would care more about this room. Right now, I don't even know what else this room does. There were mirrors in here, and that felt suspicious. And I feel like the sheet music kind of talked about this room. But unusual is fine. Commonplace is fine. These are all silly. I don't like that it's a dead end room. But if it's going to give me a dead end, I would rather this than I don't know. I like closets. You know I like closets. It's fine. Maybe like bunk rooms would be nicer to have more often. There's other dead end rooms that I feel like I haven't seen that I would like to see more often. And I would like the circuit breaker room to be more common than this room. And I would like the garage to be more common than this room. But just because I made this more rare doesn't mean those become more common. So that also feels kind of silly. I wish you could see all the different room. Okay, hang on. Standard is fine. I don't care. If you could see all the room rarities, can you group them by rarity? So now, like, the nursery and the walk-in closet are at the same level. Maybe. What other, or like this, see, this is unusual. I would rather this be more common than the nursery. Now, this is more common than the nursery. Whenever you draft, I don't even feel like I draft bedrooms that often. I don't think this matters that much. This isn't nearly as exciting as I thought it was gonna be. I wish I had drafted the thing with the letter. Oh, a rook. Okay, that's exciting. And an upright base? Huh? Dining room. We still have 40 steps. What do I need a dining room for? Oh, another classroom though. Aww. While drafting classroom, you may draw new floor plans one time for each drafting room in your house. And I just passed up a drafting room. Twice. Maybe. Oh well. I want to see more classroom stuff. I want to see if they all look the same or if this is, if it was grade 1 and then like this is grade 2 or... It is. Still an infinity symbol 8. Light and flight, which is the same, yeah, this letter we've gotten before. Okay. Mathematics with Jenny. Find each sum without using signs. Oh, this is like the billiards room game. 2 plus 5, 4 plus 9, 7 minus 3, 9 minus 8, 2 times 2, 3 times 4 is wrong, which they got 3 wrong. 6 plus 1 plus 3, 6 plus 1 minus 3, 6 minus 1 minus 3, 6 plus 1 times 3, which is wrong. 6 times 1 times 3, and 6 minus 1 times 3, which is wrong. Like it's in a coma. Okay, but if this is all that this room tells me, then I already know how to do the billiards room. F. I guess I could save these. Fomric? What a name. Sorry. Sorry to all the Fomrics out there. I'm smarter than a second grader. Well. You know, it's a cooler name. It's a cooler, more unique name than Rob. Sorry to all the Robs out there. Just digging myself into deeper and deeper holes. Now I'm kind of bummed I drew the classroom. Mathematics! It's starting to add up. Five, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4. All around the outside. Yeah, this society is not friendly to the colorblind. Penelope. Now that's a great name. I love that name. I wonder if this sequence of numbers will mean something. Who knows? What's in there? Attention, Mrs. Hannah Peterson. After a few false leads, I managed to track down one of the old textbooks from your list. The original compendium was in archival storage on a restricted floor of the campus library, to which I fortunately still have access. However, I'm devastated to report that the pages 36 and 37 pertaining to your query had been removed. It's such a shame that the progress of higher academia is constantly thwarted by the political whims of the CBE. If you wish, I can transcribe the surviving pages and send them to you, but I don't believe there is any mention of cores of any kind in their text. Your friend, Professor L. Charity. Lore. Yes, transcribe them and send them to me, please. Post haste. Yeah, why not? Remember when I was talking about an observatory? Oh, but that cuts off the run. I love that this foundation is just hanging out here in outer space right now. We could do the observatory and then come back through to security. I kind of like that plan. Honestly, kind of like that plan. Let's do it. Oh, my last gem, though. Oh, well. The further we get in runs, the more I'm just like, whatever. Do I have this letter? Yes. It's an O. If you can't hold stuff through the run, no sense in treating it like RPG potions. Yeah, you're right. Southern Cross. Rooms with 4 doors are more common. Today? Just today? Okay. This is, you can check this out in the library. Apples are extra delicious today. The sale. These are funny. I really wish I knew what to do with the spinny things. Okay, so now we're going back to security. Oh, I bet it's locked though. Oh, no. Oh, I had, didn't we turn off the dark room? Yeah, I think this will be okay. We just won't be able to see, but we can see this. So that's fine, actually. Dig spots. The rotunda! No! 7 locked doors. Goodness. I don't think I drew the Great Hall yet. We should probably do that then. But I gotta go back to the dark room and hope I get something that'll give us it'll give us keys, because we've already done a storeroom. We can't do a garage from here. I could go all the way back to the den and go over there and hope we draft a garage. We could go all the way back to the entrance hall still. Maybe I should have drafted a dining room. Anyway, this seems like a fun thing to do right in front of the antechamber. Wow. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. That was so exciting. I'm really glad I drafted that. I really wish I knew what I was doing. Bonk. Great haul. It was great, wasn't it? Alright, well that was kind of dumb. Oh. Yeah. So if you draw one, because I swear one time and one time only, but I could be very wrong, I drew one and the power somehow didn't go out. Or maybe it was because I had the bunker thing. That's fine. Ugh, I'm kind of mad about it. Not good. Damn it. Berto, how's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, I'm not mad. It's just a weird one because I mean, it's just a weird one because I haven't done it yet. I associate entering a dark room with it turning off. And I was like, oh, well, it's already off. So that can't happen again, or I tripped the thing, so I mitigated that, but it only matters what's going on when you open the door. Yeah, the mechanic is a little, I don't know. It's a little fussy. I get it. I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. But to get it right the first time, I had to be thinking a little harder. And we did get a key, which is really what I wanted. Let's go get a snack. Hey. You get my thought process and lack of thought you know, I thought I had already done what I needed to do. What the? No. No. The hell? Oops. Yeah, now the game is just trolling. It knows too much. Can I put any of this stuff together yet? No? What good is this room? Spare room just makes me think of Spare from Chronicles of Narnia. Oh yeah, true. The running shoes will help me. I forgot about that. Bedroom will give me a couple steps. I mean, I hope they help me. They could help me. Now would be a good time to finally draft a store. I was definitely hoping for steps. Okay, yeah. That is one of the things I was hoping we would roll. Just to give us some more time to play. Didn't we already get a billiards room? Was that the last run? Everything's blurring together now. Oh, whoops. Okay. 4 times 2. (14 minus 4 divided by 5. So we get for having 3 runs in one day. It makes it a little harder to remember. I'm used to doing 1 run in 1 stream, but today was different. We had another day where I did at least 2 in 1 stream. I think 3, so not unheard of. 16 minus 6 is 10 times 20 is 200 divided by 10 is 20? This is the 3rd run of the stream. Oh, we don't even need this. Oh well. Oh, a banana. I'll take a snack. No, I want the rotunda. Well, that sucks. Weight room also has a ventilation system. Alright, it wants this to come to an end. Maybe a shovel. Oh, I think I did order this compass. You know what? I'm gonna buy it because I just want to know what the heck it does. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Now I know. Thanks. I should have bought some gems. Could have drafted some food for more steps, but I would have had steps and nowhere to go. Well, that was a fun run. I still feel like I learned a lot. Let's end it on a lavatory. Take a shower before hitting the hay. What secrets lie within the lavatory? Oh, evening shower all the way. I want to sleep clean and clean sheets. And I like that it makes my body temperature feel like it does that thing where your body temperature gets hot and then it feels cold after, and it's got that dip in your body temp that helps you like go the sleep, you know? At one point in the dark room there is a picture of him like taking a selfie in the bathroom. Good old Herbie. I don't know what good this does. If I line up the game just right, you can see there's the bathroom, there's the tub, and there's the tub. Wait, hang on. Hang on, chat. I know you can't see my face. Hang on. LOL. Tub, 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 tub. It must mean something. Tub, 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 tub. Hi, Jovial. Welcome in. Showers make my body temp hot. I have to wait for my ears to cool off before I can go to bed. You feel hot, but then when it cools back down, you feel cool. No, either way. I used to prefer morning shower, but now I like night shower. Okay. Fun times. What's this? Broken lever? Well, now I'm nowhere near that dang crafting room. Tub is peak content. Thanks, Monster. There's gotta be a connection somehow. Broken lever. What does, don't answer this. What is the vac in HVAC? The VAC in Steam support stands for Valve Anti-Cheat System. I don't think that's what the VAC buttons stand for. I think it is literally just vacuum. So why? So what? So those little purple buttons we did in the utility closet. What does it mean? New goals. Draw an office. For the love of everything that is everything. If I had more steps, I could buy more keys for the stupid Great Hall. I'm just wondering if I, like, is the ventilation running? Because I did the purple buttons? I hear noises. Can we make it to the utility closet to turn it off and then back on again? No. I don't have enough steps. Oh, the running shoes saved me one step. Bless you, running shoe. Can't put out suet in the summer. Is it melting everywhere? That sucks. I can't put suet out anymore because I get mice. Even, I guess I could just do like the plain butter, like peanut butter ones, but even that, I'd be afraid it would get too many critters. The starlings found it? Oh, gotcha. That too. Yeah. I wish I could still put out birdseed, but then I would have to be, dealing with other things besides birds. Unfortunately, no, Mr. Biggs. I mean, they can get places he can't get to. And I would rather not have them in my walls. Like, it's not a matter of Duncan, it's just a matter of they eat the seed and hoard it away in spots that I really don't want them to get, like, comfortable living, you know? As much as I love mice. I feel like there's no more exhaust coming out the exhaust, but I think we did that when we turned on the other flame thingy. I wonder if these are ever trunks. Did I miss any trunks in this run with the sledgehammer? I don't think so. You can answer that if you saw one that I missed, but hole. Okay, let's call it a day. Wait, I want to see the little swim bird. Oh, you can't click on the swim bird. You just see it like this. Okay. Interesting. We got so many items. I wonder if I could have made something with the compass, the broken lever, the sledgehammer, the running shoes. We'll never know. Oops, hang on. We still learned a lot from the classrooms, I think. Some weird color puzzle. We got an architect's manor. That's cool. Tub. I feel like I learned a lot more about how... Not a lot more. I learned more how the utility closet works. I got to rank 9. I think it's funny that we passed up the dining room, but we got an interesting letter in the classroom up there. We got our first time getting a conservatory. Our first time getting a great hall. Really, like, well-timed security draw, too. That was very cool. Because we drew, what was it, the courtyard that had the north-facing door with a security card. And drew the utility closet so we could turn it off, and then drew the security room so we could go into unlock mode. That was cool. We did get punked by the Great Hall, and I did mess up the dark room, but, you know, live and learn. And also on this stream, I learned about curses, and I still find that very funny. We made spare rooms less common. Woo! It's a decently well-mapped house, too. Like, not a ton of wasted space. This utility closet with the foundation is not super well-mapped. This pantry, but that was a mistake. This weight room has a couple wasted doors, but this was right at the end. And I was really just drawing these two because I was like, I really want steps so that I can go this way. And then we didn't draw anything good here. This commissary kind of failed us. We could have drawn something that took us up here. Web? No, you. Thanks for hanging. Spare room. Sleepovers for everyone. Okay, I'm going to snooze this out and we're going to wrap up. Thank you to my Ko-fi supporters, 8-Bit Trav, Toonwolf, Semi-Cortex, Metal Spring Pro, Y-Miser, Akarui Kage, Cosmocordia, Chai Latte Nebula, Grey They, and AVH4. Thank you to my Twitch and YouTube subscribers, and of course, viewers like you. Later, humans.